In this presentation, we are going to take a look at the Online Influx social strategy. This is the social strategy that we use on our clients and ourselves to maximize sales. So Online Influx, we're a marketing agency. We have 3 areas of expertise, 3 main departments. We have web design and development, which was largely created because we'd have people coming to us for SEO. That's the second department. We'll get to that in a moment. But we had people coming to us for SEO and their websites were a mess, and it wouldn't be worth their time investing in SEO because they wouldn't get the maximum value with the site they had. Whether that's because it wouldn't convert, because it looked bad, or was hard to navigate, wasn't mobile friendly, whatever the reasons. So that was kind of a factor in that, and that's one of our departments. We design and build great websites which are SEO friendly. Another, like I just mentioned, is SEO. If you don't know what SEO stands for, it's search engine optimization, and it's about optimizing a website so that it appears for relevant searches in search engines such as Google. If you sell luxury polo shirts, you want to appear in the top results for the search luxury men's polo shirts. And that's a good example because there's a difference between polo shirts and luxury polo shirts. If you start showing up in Google for polo shirts, but you're 5 times as expensive than everyone else is that shows up, you're not going to sell. But if you appear for the search luxury men's polo shirt, then you're showing up in front of people looking for what you're selling. But we'll come back to that because it's important to the strategy. It's not imperative, but it'll make it easier, more efficient, more effective, more ROI positive. So we'll get into that on the context of the strategy. Anyway, the third department, and that's the social first marketing department. That's what I call it. Everyone else says social media marketing, but it's more than that, and that's my department. So we do social ads, Facebook Messenger, and influencer marketing. Understanding each platform, the algorithms, the content creation, all that. But a large part of what we do is just strategy, because just giving someone a working strategy is huge. People's marketing is so outdated and filled with simple mistakes and just simple changes that make big differences. And then there's people who just don't market because they don't know where to start. Or maybe they post a few times on social media, but there's no real strategy. And that's really what this webinar is. It's a strategy and it really works. And it works for all kinds of businesses. It can work for products or services, or SaaS if you're selling software, and for both B2B or B2C. But that's who we are and who I am. So let's get into the strategy. So a brief overview. We'll look at social ads and retargeting. That's the SEO part 2. Retargeting requires website visits to be scalable, but you can just focus on the other ads instead, or in the meantime while you work on the SEO. Then after the ads, we'll look at gated content. We'll break down what that is and why you need it for this strategy. Basically, that's a way of encouraging sign-ups to Facebook Messenger, which is the next part. Facebook Messenger is extremely powerful, so we'll take a good look at that and how you can really grow your business with it. This part is super scalable too, which I love. Then finally we'll look at a content strategy, which is really key to all of this. How to produce high quality content at scale, which is really what all of the above is about. It's finding people that are interested in what you sell, putting them on a messenger list where you can get content to them at low cost and high open rates, building that trust and rapport, and ultimately making the sale. But more than that, it's creating brand loyalty and ambassadors that will refer you to people and become long-term repeat customers. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself, so we'll start with ads. So ads on social are incredible. I say social, I mean Facebook and Instagram, and there's definitely a place for LinkedIn too, especially if you're a B2B, given that Facebook keep messing around with targeting features which let you target people based on where they work. So ads are ridiculously cheap on Facebook right now. People are complaining the prices are going up, but they're still really low cost. They're going to keep going up, and trust me, you'll kick yourself in 2 years when they're not as cheap. But now the price is great, the targeting is incredible. You can target by location, age, gender, which are the obvious ones, but where the profits really are is in the niche targeting. You can target by interests, the Facebook pages people follow, so whatever your audience is, you can target them on Facebook or Instagram. I bunched them together because Facebook owns Instagram, and you set up the ads in the ad manager for both of them. And if you really need confirmation of how good Facebook ads are, look at this example here. This is an ad from Wish, the shopping app which was created by a group of former Google employees. People who worked directly on the PPC product who had a better working knowledge of Google paid advertising than anyone, and they chose to use Facebook ads over Google. And until recently that was the focus of their marketing. They do more now with sponsorships and so on, but they're a multi-billion-dollar company, so they can afford to diversify their marketing. And if you actually look at this ad, they're not very good. This was in my personal feed, and I have no interest in these hoodies with the Japanese characters on. I almost forgot that the price to entry on Facebook is so low. You can start at £1 a day if you really want to, if that's all you can budget for, which is why this strategy is really accessible to everyone. That is pretty much the most expensive part of this without the SEO or fixing your website, which you might need to do, but otherwise that's it. A few pounds a day to get you started with this. Now you should be spending as much as reasonably possible once you get the ads right, which by the way, if you go to our blog at onlineinflux.co.uk, we have plenty of information on how to do that. Or find us on YouTube, we break it all down there. Honestly, the cost to entry is so low and there's such abundance, we're just giving this information away. It's not worth our time to work on small accounts or for super small accounts to work with us because we come with a premium fee. You're paying for time, which is worth it to optimise large budgets, not small budgets. Take the time to read the free information because you can get started yourself. But that's ads. Find exactly the right people, put content in front of them. We have stuff on creating good content too, but generally provide one of two things, information or entertainment. And then there's retargeting ads, which is just targeting ads to people that have visited your website. So you need to get your website in order first. This is where the SEO comes in. To use retargeting ads, which just convert better, you need people to retarget too. With SEO, you can increase your web visits and then retarget those people. They're familiar with you. If your SEO is done properly, we know they're interested in what you offer, and you can target them with ads tailored to where they were on your website and even what actions they took. Did they buy one thing but not the other? Then you can target them with the second thing that complements their purchase. So you can see how highly targeted these ads are. If anything, you have a high chance of cementing them as repeat customers. So get your website sorted and get some SEO. We have an SEO offer specific to people watching this presentation. If it's in your budget, go for it because retargeting ads are incredible, plus the SEO just works on its own. If not, cool, stick to the ads. So retargeting ads, why are they so great? It's intent-based marketing. You know they want what you are offering because the SEO takes care of that. You're appearing for relevant searches, so you have more web traffic, but they're also targeted, which is important. That's why SEO is its own thing, right? You increase website traffic and you're going to make more sales, so long as the traffic is relevant. But then you take it further with retargeting and find them on Facebook or Instagram and you'll convert the ads. And these aren't ads to sell, by the way. These ads are to offer them something of value. Maybe it's a video with a strong call to action or some gated content. But what you're aiming for is to drive sign-ups to your Facebook Messenger list. So you're taking the low-hanging fruit first, so you'll convert higher. You can really see the synergy with SEO and retargeting ads, which is why I'd promote this over, or at least alongside regular ads. So Facebook Messenger. I keep saying get people on your Facebook Messenger list, so I should probably explain what that is. We all pretty much know what Facebook Messenger is, but what you can do with it is transform it into basically email 2.0, but it can be a lot more than that. You can create automated flows, gather information, apply tags to segment your audience, loads of cool stuff. But you really don't need to get that fancy. Simple broadcasts, which is just sending out an email to your full list or segments of your list, is all you really need to do. So why not just use email? Well, email doesn't synergize with Facebook as well as its own messaging service, go figure. But because the numbers just show that it's a better option. We're seeing open rates of 80% plus, click-through rates are similar, sometimes in excess of 90%, which is insane, versus the maybe 30% on email. You can also resend messages specifically to people that haven't opened links and stuff, which helps boost those conversions. So what is it you're trying to convert click-throughs on? Content, mostly content. That's what this is all about. This whole thing is to get people onto your lists so you can send them more content and then ultimately sell to them. Whether that's a hard sell, which is perfectly reasonable in moderation, whether that's just building brand to a point that you're top of mind when the customer is ready to make a purchase. That's what this is for. But you really want to get a super targeted audience on this list as cheap as possible, which is what the ads and retargeting is all about. Because once they're on your lists for as little as £8 a month, you can get something to manage your list and get in front of those people and actually have them consume your content. Now I'm guessing a lot of you have actually landed on this presentation by this exact strategy. This exact strategy I've outlined. You visited our website, work in marketing or are a business owner. We targeted you on Facebook, got you onto Facebook Messenger, probably with some gated content, then we send you a bunch of content including this presentation and here you are. So what do we get out of this? We've had people read our blogs, get in touch to find out more, and have ended up hiring us for all kinds of marketing services, from consulting to full management of their marketing. New website, strategy, ads management, SEO, the list goes on, all without any hard pitch. There's an offer in this presentation. You know, a lot of you are watching this thinking it'd be great to use this strategy. You're looking at your marketing budget and thinking, well, how much is the SEO? Can we do that? And some of you might buy and some of you won't, but maybe you'll share this presentation with someone who in turn shares it, and in the long tail and word of mouth, perhaps we make a sale. So anyway, on to the offer. I did sort of plead to get this because we don't like bringing our prices down. We offer a very hands-on and transparent approach, which if you've worked with agencies in the past, you will know is hard to come by. Okay, so here we are. We're going to give all viewers 50% off our national SEO packages. So what does this mean in real terms? This means you can get our £1,500 a month package for £750 or our £1,000 a month package for just £500 on any contract 6 months or longer. Whether you just want to focus on the SEO or would like to employ this as part of the wider strategy detailed in this presentation, now is the perfect time to jump on board. So to reclaim this offer, simply fill out and submit the contact form below, and one of our team will then be in touch with you. We have rolled this offer out to coincide with the launch of our new website, so it won't be around forever.